Hey guys, how you doing today? This is Tom over at 57 Sound Studio. Today I'm going to show you how I produced a track called Backyard Spaceship from Emily Hopkins. This track was released as a single and was part of a beat reaction video on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out yet, I would go over to Emily's page. It's called Emily Harpist. And there's about 15 other different producers that produced a beat to this harp stem that she gave us, and it's just really cool to see how everything turned out. So without further ado, let's dive into it. First up, you have the harp track that she sent us. It was recorded through a couple different delay pedals and effects pedals, so you hear things swishing around, and it just got a really nice lo-fi sound to it. So this is what it sounds like on its own. So the first thing I did off the bat, I layered it with a pad, and it kind of just follows the harp, and it's also kind of this underwater sounding pad, so this is what that sounds like. And then also right in the beginning there's this kind of synthy swoosh thing going on, and it kind of just helps to bring everything into the forefront. Right, so you know you're in it now. Next two things that come in are the kick and the hi-hat. The hi-hat, you got these kind of rolling trap hi-hats that you always hear, and the kick is two different kicks. It's a regular beater head kick and an 808 kick, so it kind of beefs up the low end, which is really nice. And the cool thing about the hi-hats, and actually the snare too, is that they're going through a filter at certain points, so you'll hear the high end and everything roll off, and it kind of sounds like it's underwater. But this is what that sounds like. And then you have the snares come in. So really pretty basic so far. These two snares, it's two different snares. So your computer generated 808 snare, then you have another snare layering it. Kind of thickens it up a little bit. And what I actually did on this was put it through another plugin that kind of fattens it up. Right? So I thought that was really nice. Get a little bit of a fat snare out of that. After the kick and the snare come in, you also have a voicemail sample, and that's going through a ton of different delays, going through a tape delay and some reverb. Let's take a listen to that real quick. And then you also have the bass come in here, and there's actually a fake acoustic guitar that kind of just plucks and follows the pad. And then the next cool thing that comes in, this was kind of my favorite part of creating this track, was adding the guitars to it. I have a 16th note palm muted guitar. There's electric, just straight chords that follow the pad. And then there's also a lead guitar. here you have this little chime come in, kind of just tickles your ear, which is nice. And here you can hear the filter on the snare kick in. And then you have another vocal sample, and that's got another delay on it, so you can hear that carry through this next part here. This is kind of where it all picks up, and you have a bunch of different things going on at once. You have the chimes that come back in, and then there's also these two different voice plucks, which is really cool. We're going to listen to those in a second. And then you also have another guitar riff here. So let's listen to all of those come in at once. Then you have another vocal sample there. And the last part to these is a bunch of different harmonies. You have I basically just doubled all of the harmonies. You have 2 low harmonies here. Followed by 2 mids. And then 2 highs. And you'll notice I have these on a group track. This is where I EQ, compressed, and threw an exciter on everything. You'll also notice the 2 high harmonies are being sent to a pretty heavy reverb, and they're being sent pre-fader, so it's just getting an exact copy sent to the send there. And those highs sit way in the background. You'll also notice some automation on that, just to kind of give it like a little fade in, and that's about it. It's pretty much the production of the song. I'm gonna play the ending here for you guys. You can hear everything come in all at once, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Coming in on the filters, that's going to be on the kick group, the snare groups, hi-hats, vocal plucks, and there's also a little fade out going on. Other than that, that is it for Backyard Spaceship. That's all the production. That's how I made it. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to start doing videos on songs that I produce and also songs that I mix for other artists. So if you want to stay on top of things, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you got any thoughts, leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.